everybody, it's Amber and Happy New Year to everybody. I have a video to share with you my completed December daily. Now I know I showed this before I put anything in it, but anyways, I just wanted to share with you my completed December daily. If you didn't see my December daily video when I first put it out of how I created this, I'm going to go ahead and link that below, so maybe next year you can take this really simple and quick and easy idea and implement it into your life if you are one of those people who never thought you'd have enough time to do a December daily. So let's go ahead and do a quick flip through because it's pretty chunky, as you can see, and I don't want this to be like a 30-minute. Here's my cover. It just says Amber's December Daily. And like I said, I'll link that video below so you can see where I got all these images and how I put this together. So first, let's open to the first day. Let me see if I can straighten this out here. So on this day, I think I did show this in my first video. This was the only one that I had done. So December 1st, basically I just enjoyed a quiet, relaxing day to myself. I was off work. I was really just enjoying the peacefulness. So like I said in my first video, I mainly use this for journaling, but I do show you in that video where I got these cute images from. So I filled it up kind of with those, and I did put a few pictures in as well. But I did a lot of journaling. So there's December 1st. December 2nd was, I just did some dollar store shopping with my mom and sister, and I had lunch with my mom. We had a really delicious lunch this day, and I just kind of journaled about that. And my sister also made me some custom stockings. She sews stockings, and I took a picture of the ones that I picked up for some friends. I got these custom made, snapped a picture. She had them laid out on her bed, and she made those all for me, custom handmade, and she put the names with her Cricut. Anyway, so that was that day. Okay, so that was December 2nd. And then the 3rd, I was still off work, enjoying my week off of work. My sister Bree came over, and I had frozen a bunch of turkey from Thanksgiving. We had a ton of turkey left over from Thanksgiving, so I froze it, planning to make a really delicious turkey stew, and that's what we did. So my sister came over, and we made a really delicious turkey stew. Oh, it was so good. We had 2 huge pots on the stove with sweet potatoes, onions, carrots, regular like Yukon Gold potatoes, tons of turkey. I even saved the stock. We put corn in it. It was so delicious, and we had it with crusty bread. So I just say that Brie came over today, and we made turkey stew and did crafts. So we also did some crafts for our last craft fair, and we just had a lot of fun. It was a nice, relaxing night with my sister Brie. Okay, so then on the 4th, this was kind of a stressful day for me. I just snapped a quick picture because on the 4th was a Friday, and we went and set up for our last craft fair in Bisbee. That's a town, a little artsy, cute, adorable town about 30 miles away from where I live. And it was a 2-day craft fair, so Friday night was the setup, and I just snapped a cute little picture of my booth there. And I journaled. I kind of had stress that day. I don't know why. Maybe it was kind of that my vacation was coming to an end, and I don't know. But we had, like, anytime we set up for a craft fair, it's a lot of work as well. So anyways, I did go ahead and calm down. My mom saw it was my mom's hometown, so she saw a bunch of people that she knew, and it just brought a smile to my face that she was in her happy place. So, and then after that, David and I, my husband, and I went to Olive Garden for dinner, and we came home and had milk and cookies and watched Christmas movies and just sat amongst all of our beautiful Christmas decorations, and it ended up actually being a really, really nice day. So December 5th was our craft fair, and I journaled about it here on these cute trees that Cynthia cut out for me. Hey, Cynthia. And I kept this image intact because it's so beautiful, and I snapped a few pictures just of my mom and my Aunt Terry. This was us in our craft booth. Hopefully you can see that without a bad glare. So this is us in our craft booth. That's my mom and my Aunt Terry, my two sisters being silly, Ginger and Bree, and then here's myself and my mom. And we just had a really fun day. My mom did end up getting sick that day and she had to go home early, but Sunday, the next day, she was there the whole day and it was great. So that was our holiday bazaar. So this day was Sunday, December 6th, and it was the second day of our Bisbee Craft Fair. And I really took a bigger, I placed a bigger photo of my craft booth here, and that really looked cute there, I thought. And then I just journaled about the day, and I says I didn't sell much at all, but I had a wonderful time with my mom, aunt, and sisters. The best part was the food. They served authentic Sonoran-style Mexican food for 2 days straight. I definitely spent more than I sold at this one. Sometimes that happens, but you know what? It's worth it because I do these craft fairs for spending time with my family, and you cannot put a price on that. And this craft fair was a blast. I didn't sell much, but it was one of my favorite ones. Okay, so that was the 6th, and then the 7th, back to work, but that's okay. I had to go back to work. So this one I kind of just journaled a bunch, and I did take a picture of my first spread in my Happy Planner because this is my very first spread in my Happy Planner, and I absolutely am in love with my Happy Planner. So there's a quick picture of it there. But anyways, I took a picture of that. This was my Instagram photo. And I just journaled, it says, back to work today after 11 days off. I can't remember a time that I had that long of a break. It was so wonderful. Now back to life, back to work, back to stress. I can still dream though, and that's the key. I can still keep dreaming. And I have a little quote, one of my favorite quotes, and I put it down here. It says, keep your feet on the ground, but let your heart soar as high as it will. And then I just journaled quickly over here, just reflecting on last week, my week off, and not quite ready for the week to come. Here's last week's spread in my Happy Planner. So that was December 7th. Okay, so next we have December 8th, and my little nephew, isn't he precious? On December 8th, we went up to my grandpa's house. My sisters and I and my two nephews were all supposed to go out to my grandpa's to help him put up his tree, spruce up his living room, kind of make it festive. He's, 85 years old, so he doesn't really do a lot of that himself, so we always try to go out there and put him in the Christmas spirit, and he always cooks a wonderful spread of food. He's the really great cook. And what ended up happening is one of my nephews got sick, so my sister Ginger stayed home with him, and my other sister Bree and I picked up my other little sweetie nephew, and us three went out to my grandpa's. And this is Bryson, he's my youngest nephew, and he had the best time. He loved it. We ate dinner, we decorated the tree, Grandpa played harmonica, and Bryson danced. It was just so much fun. So that was December 8th. December 9th, I'm an over worrier, and this was a Wednesday, I remember, I believe, and I got some really relieving news. So I just kind of had a day of reflection, and I journaled. So I just put, may your days be merry and bright. That's a little Pinterest cutout. And I put a quote here that I absolutely loved, let your faith be bigger than your fear, and it really, really applied to this day. And then I just journaled a little bit, got some very relieving news today. It's been heavy on my mind, and I can finally rest easy. Like I said, it wasn't that huge of a thing, but I'm an over worrier. And then I had a delicious German dinner with my mom and Bree at Landmark Cafe, and lots of Hallmark movies with David. And then I had this little Pinterest image, and it's Christmas movie night. So this day was just a relief of things that were on my mind, and I finally could rest easy. So that was the 9th. The 10th, this image right here is from the Webster's Pages All That Glitters collection, and I loved it. And it's December 10th. And I went over to my mom and dad's house along with my other sister Ginger with her 2 kids, and then my sister Bree, and we all helped them decorate their huge, I think 9 or 10 foot Christmas tree. And my nephews, once it was all done, my cute little nephews got to put the gifts under it, and it was just a lot of fun. So that was the 10th. The 11th, Friday, and it was the day I knew that I was gonna start prepping for my Christmas tea, and my Christmas tea was on the 13th, so it was a couple days away. And I just journaled on this day, and I just said, getting excited for my Christmas tea on Sunday. Today I was just busy working because I had to work a full day Friday, of course, and then getting all my groceries for the tea. So I went grocery shopping after work, and then I say it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas, and I have this Pinterest image here and here. Just a lot of journaling on that day. So on this day, I just love this image right here. Let me see if I can get a big close-up for you. Doesn't that just bring peace to your heart? It's just got the lights shining through the snowy trees and the snowy trail. I just love this image, and I got it from Pinterest. So this was Saturday, December 12th, and this day I was full-blown in Christmas tea prep mode. I was gonna have my guests coming the next day, and I wanted to have my house perfectly cleaned and cozy and just all my gifts wrapped and everything just in its place for my Christmas tea the next day. So I just journaled. I wrapped most of my Christmas presents today. I woke up early, had some coffee, and just a relaxing morning of wrapping and prepping for my tea tomorrow. So this is a picture of a little shot of my Christmas tree with some of the presents that I had wrapped and put under there. So, and also I wanted to mention, I had extra pictures that really wouldn't fit because this is such a simple December daily, only limited pictures would fit. If I had any extra, I just tucked them in the little pockets underneath. Okay, probably my favorite day of the year, my Christmas tea. Let's see if I can move this a little bit. Okay, so my Christmas tea was absolutely wonderful. It's very intimate setting. I don't invite friends or anything like that. The only people I invite are the women in my family that are closest to me. So it's always my mom, my 2 sisters, Ginger and Bree, my Aunt Terry, my step-grandma, and her name is Sally, and my mother-in-law. Now this year, sadly, my mother-in-law was not able to make it. She had something that she had already committed to that she couldn't get out of, so we missed her this year. But here is my picture, my annual picture. We take the same picture every year at the table in the same setting. My husband takes it for us, and then he hides away so we can have a girls' day. But this is the picture of my Christmas tea. I just absolutely adore it. So here is this image that I got from Pinterest, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I hope there's not too bad of a glare. And it says, my Christmas tea 2015. I think this was my favorite Christmas tea to date. What a completely wonderful time we all had. And then my quote is, surround yourself with those who make you happy. I did go ahead and put an extra sheet in here that I clipped under this clip and journaled about my day. And it says, our tradition every year after my Christmas tea is that my mom, sisters, and I all exchange pre-Christmas gift. It's such a wonderful tradition, and it makes me so happy. This year was extra fun and special. See picture tucked under. And I just had some extra pictures under here that my sister had made for me after our tea. And we just are goofy. My mom and 2 sisters stay at my house after all the guests leave. And we have a little personal pre-Christmas, we call it, gift exchange. And it was just cozy, relaxing, peaceful. It's just the most wonderful feeling. So I have some more pictures under here too. So I got, more pictures under here that I really couldn't fit on the layouts. Here's the table scape for my tea that I had created. That's my home and my little tablescape. And I always make my guests a little something This year I did it more simple. I just had them a mason jar filled with their favorite candy. Okay, so December 14th was a Monday, and it says, David's not feeling very good. My husband was sick. He wasn't feeling good. He had a fever and probably the flu, and it lasted for a few days. He just wasn't feeling good. But it just says, I just had a normal work day and just now relaxing with my hot cocoa and Hallmark Christmas movies. I hope David feels better soon. And I love music, and I have a select few musicians that I just absolutely adore. Gregory Alan Isakoff is one of them. He's a folk singer. I love him. So good. He's like an acoustic singer-songwriter. So I just put one of my favorite lyrics out of one of his songs. I saw something shine, thought that part was yours, but it might just be mine. I could share with you if you gave me time. Gregory Alan Isakoff. So I just had like a day of journaling on this one. Okay, so I changed the lighting a little bit. Hopefully it's not too dark because I didn't want there to be too bad of a glare. So on this day was kind of just a normal day. David was still sick, and I had another lazy night with my Christmas movies, which is needed sometimes. I need to have lazy nights. And these kind of nights are much needed sometimes, minus the sick hubby. And then I just put, this was our tree a few days ago before the wind came and took all its leaves. This was literally just a couple days before our tree shed all its leaves because the wind just took them all away. And there's a picture of my tree in my front yard. So that was December 15th. On the 16th, look at my adorable nephew. Isn't he cute? This is Brady. It was Brady's Christmas play at school. He's in pre-K. And it was so incredibly adorable. And then we had dinner at Chili's with the whole family, except for my poor sick hubby. He didn't come. And I just snapped this cute picture of my sweet nephew Brady. He was so handsome and adorable in his Christmas play. And I tucked a few more pictures under here. Him getting excited when his daddy told him that we were all going to dinner. And then here's my sister Ginger with her other son Bryson. And he was cute in his little Christmas sweater watching his brother. So that was the 16th. The 17th was a really fun night. After work, my sister Bree and her friend Marcelli, and my friend as well, they came over for like a really fun baking night at my house. So, sorry about the glare, I'll kind of tilt it. So I just did a bunch of journaling on this side that we made baking night with Bree and Marcelli. We made pecan tarts, sugar cookies, chocolate almond cranberry bark, peanut butter cookies, and chocolate chip walnut cookies. And the pecan little drops of heaven were my favorite, and it was Marcelli's recipe. Okay, so then we had the 18th, and this was my work party. So this was my department at work. It was just like 11 of us in our department, and we all had a really nice Christmas party and exchange dinner type of thing, gift exchange dinner at a really delicious Mexican restaurant in my town. And we had like a white elephant gift exchange, and it was just a lot of fun. And so I just took a picture. Here's me and my husband, and then my coworker, one of my best friends, Jody. And it just says, we had a fun time at my work Christmas party. We ate yummy Mexican food and had a fun white elephant gift swap. I got some cute mugs and hot cocoa, and David got some bath soap and razors. And it was just the Christmas party at Ricardo's Mexican restaurant. So that was the 18th. Okay, the 19th was a Saturday, and it was super crazy busy, but it was a lot of fun too. We had a full-blown baking day at my sister Ginger's house with my nephews. So it was me, my sister Bree, my sister Ginger, and my nephews, and then Ginger's husband, my brother-in-law Kevin, was home. And we just had a full-blown baking day. We made fudge, cookies, bark. We made a ton of different cookies, and the kids helped me with the bark down here. And they're all excited in their cute little aprons that my mom made for them. And there they are helping. It was just a fun day, very busy. We packed up several tins worth of baked goods, delivered them to neighbors and friends and co-workers. And here's just another picture. These right here I made, and all this are those white fudge covered Oreos that you can buy in the store, and then you just get black food coloring and orange food coloring and take a toothpick and draw snowman faces. It was so much fun, and it added really cute festive touch to our platters that we handed out. So that was the 19th. Here's the 20th, and the 20th, it was Sunday, so I wanted to stay home all day because I was out, you know, Saturday with making cookies and stuff. And so Sunday, I journaled a bunch, and it just says, had a day at home today. I had a lot of wrapping to do and cleaning as well. I really want to have a clean and organized house for the busy week coming up. I also got my planner spread done for next week, the week of Christmas, and it was so much fun to do that. And so that was the 20th. The 21st, we went to the movies, so I put movie night. We saw The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2, and I really loved the movie. My husband and my mother-in-law went. We watched those movies together, and so we went to that, and I just put a little cute popcorn label here, and it was a Monday, so I got off work and we went after. So I just said I had a serious Monday at work, blah, because it was not a fun day at work. Decided to go to the movies with hubby and mother-in-law to see Mockingjay Part 2. Loved it. It was nice to relax in a dark theater and escape in a movie. So that was my 21st. And the 22nd, I have nothing. I don't have anything for the 22nd, you guys. Just pretty paper, a pretty image. This was just a normal busy day for me, and I didn't really do much. I think I just got too busy. So what I'll probably do is I'll steal some pictures out of the pockets of these days coming up, and I'll stick it here. So it was probably so busy because this was the week of Christmas that I didn't even have time to do anything. So I'll probably fill something in there, but that's the 22nd. The 23rd, we went to my grandpa's house for our Christmas celebration with him, and I journaled about it, and here's a picture of my adorable grandpa. And it says, Christmas with Grandpa and Sally. Grandpa made a huge spread of Korean food for us. We ate, sang songs, exchanged gifts, and had a wonderful holiday celebration with our loving Grandpa and the wonderful Sally. His girlfriend slash wife, whatever, they're not married, but they've been together for years. She's like my grandmother. She's my step-grandmother. She's just the most wonderful, sweet lady ever, and they just totally went all out with the dinner spread and our gifts. It was just so nice. So I journaled there, and then I think I tucked a picture under here of my nephews that I took in a gray and white, or a black and white. That's them hugging. My grandpa's Christmas tree is over here, but you can't see it in this picture. But they all came too. And I just put the names of the people who went. Me, David, Bree, Ginger, Kevin, Brady, and Bryson. And we all went to my grandpa's house. And there's my cute grandpa opening one of his gifts. So that was the 23rd. And then we're now into Christmas Eve, the 24th. If I can turn this here. I got my clip stuck. So here's the 24th, and I don't have any pictures on top, but I have some tucked in. So I have this gorgeous image here from Pinterest that I absolutely love. And here's my journaling for Christmas Eve. It just says that Robbie showed up and surprised us all. That's my brother. He lives in Texas, and he works like 7 days a week. So he said he wasn't going to be able to make it for Christmas. Well, he drove down and surprised us and spent Christmas with us, and it was wonderful. My mom and dad were so excited. And it says, Christmas Eve is probably my favorite day of the year. I get to spend it with family and dear friends. The fun anticipation for Christmas morning is within all of us throughout the night, and it's almost magical. This year was busy, crazy, and loud, and absolutely wild, but I loved it. So that was Christmas Eve. We just had a big, get together at my mom and dad's house, which we do every year. We had tons of delicious food, desserts, friends stopping by, gift swaps. It was just so much fun. And then finally we have Christmas Day. So Christmas morning, this is how my Christmases usually go. Since being married and my mother-in-law now living here again in our same town, we kind of have two Christmas mornings. So So we woke up Christmas morning, and the night before I had made delicious pull-apart sticky buns with pecans and brown sugar and cinnamon and butter. Oh, it was so good. So I made that the night before so I could just pop it in the oven and bake it. So I popped it in the oven. My mother-in-law came over. We made coffee and drank orange juice and had our sticky buns. And then me, my mother-in-law, and my husband David all exchanged gifts under my Christmas tree. It was peaceful. I absolutely got spoiled, and we opened stockings and everything. So that was so much fun. And then at 2 o'clock, everybody met at my parents' big, huge house, and we all opened gifts together, and we have a tradition every Christmas. On Thanksgiving, we pull a name, and for that name, we fill a stocking for that person. So I pulled my sister Ginger's name this year, and so I got to fill a huge stocking of goodies for her, and so that's what we do first thing. We always do our stocking. So like, I'll go give my stocking to Ginger, she'll pull out all the goodies, and everybody has to watch and see what she got, and then she'll go and give her stocking to her person. It's so much fun. That's my favorite tradition. So this is just my husband and I on Christmas morning. No makeup, hair in a bun. My husband has his goofy elf shirt on. And this is just us in front of the Christmas tree. I wore my funky Christmas sweater. And then this is my husband here opening one of his gifts from his mom, which got cut off. I don't know how that happened, but it was a fry box, and his mom put in dollars that looked like French fries. It was so cute. My house, and then this is us at my parents' house. And so I just journaled about it, and it says, Christmas morning we woke up and ate yummy sticky pull-apart buns that I made along with milk and orange juice. It was David, Sana, which is Sana's my mother-in-law, and I here for a nice peaceful morning gift opening. At 2 o'clock, David, my mother-in-law, and I all went to my mom and dad's for a big family Christmas. You can probably imagine all 11 of us there and how much of a crazy Christmas we had. Gifts literally covered the entire living room, and love filled every inch of the house. Merry Christmas. So that's my 25th. And then on my last page, the back cover, I had this December 25th image from Pinterest in this little ornament, but I went ahead and covered it with a picture of my parents' tree and all the gifts under it. So that is my December daily, you guys. I thank you so much for sticking with me through this long video and watching and enjoying my December daily. I hope you give this a try next year if you didn't this year. I have been loving watching all of the December daily videos on YouTube. I'm going to treasure mine, and I'm going to store it away to look at it for years to come. I have a silky hairband that I'm going to go ahead and put right here so it stays shut because it is quite chunky. And just adding a cute little things up here just add a lot to it. So I'm definitely going to be sticking with this type of December daily because this was even a little bit hard to keep up with my busy schedule, but I did it. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Happy New Year, everybody. Bye-bye.